10. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Tua. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And this is one of those something's got to give games. You got the number 1 passing team in the NFL against the number 1 defense against the pass. A lot of times the battle's in the trenches. We know that. We see it all the time. But this one, this game's going to be won on the outside.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Well, that was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never give those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
To about the 40-yard line. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And he's going to burn his way forward to the 48. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Play action. Now it's Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On 2nd down, Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go to the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Eagles at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and his vote will have turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. 2nd down, this is Wilson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's brought down. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Tua going to run the sneak. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Wilson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try and run with Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jeff Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Eagles 7. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
This now a 3rd and 4. They run once more with Taylor.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And strong running here on the first 2 plays of the drive. He's got another first down on a gain of 12.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Out to his left. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
48 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, here's Mostert again. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Now a give, running left is Wilson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Another carry for Wilson.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
And remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the #2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're #2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. Here's Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins. Zay Flowers from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to add on to that lead. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. It's a run with Mostert.
And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up fourth down.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
3rd and 5.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try.
Throwing is Hurts.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. This one out quickly to Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
Hey, 73, 73. 63, 63, 63. Hey.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And the Dolphins are going to recover.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on 1st down. Officially a gain of 5.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
All right.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ready.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd down.
Go ahead. 21G, 21G.
Tua sets up to pass it. Touchdown!
Zay Flowers. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Eagles 15.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
3rd and 2.
They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Go ahead.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
21 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff running left is Mostert.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Dolphins, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.